So the 10 artists that I'm most excited about right now, these are not similar to the clarifications or the rules or such that I had to make around the video I did on the albums I listen to the most. You know, if somebody would ask me my favorite acts of all time, it's probably Springsteen and Wilco, and they're both still putting out music, as you all know. But I would not put, or I don't want to say, maybe I will. But I'm talking about the music that is being produced right now, and these are the bands that when they put a record out, I just cannot wait. So a top 10, no order, and let's kick it off. Boygenius, one of the first ones that would come to mind. I saw them at Coachella this year. They were outstanding. 3 incredible artists who have unbelievable careers in their own right have come together. I think they only had an EP prior to this. This one is called The Record, right? I listen to this record all the time. They were incredible live. Big fan, and I hope that they continue to make music together. And they just seem to have so much fun. So that's one. Next, Jason Isbell. When I first heard this record, I wasn't crazy about it, and I could have easily walked away from it. But one friend of mine, his name's Jeff, kept sort of trying to get me to listen to it again. And over time, I've grown to really love it. I think it's probably in my view, or my favorite record. It's probably my favorite record of his since his masterpiece, which is Southeastern, which came out in 2013. King of Oklahoma, When We Were Close, Vestavia Hills, White Beretta, Miles. Some great songs on here. I've seen Isbell live many times. Tremendous band he has. I think Will Johnson from Centromatic is now in the band as the second drummer. Just a great talent, one of the better songwriters around right now, and a really decent human being. So I always look forward to his records. I'm laughing because I said that maybe that it's not Springsteen or Wilco, but Wilco is in here. And this is primarily because of this last record, which came out last year, Cruel Country, which I think is one of their best records in a long time. Double album, I Am My Mother. What a tremendous song. Hints, Ambulance, just a really great record. They announced yesterday, or 2 days ago, a new record called Cousin, which is coming out in September, so really looking forward to that. First single sounds great. I've only listened to it about 4 or 5 times, but I really like it. And you know, I've been a fan forever. One of my favorite bands. I've seen them so many times, 50 or 60 times, dating back to 1994. As I've said, I never edit videos, but it looks like I'm gonna have to edit this one. Or if I can't figure out how to edit, I'm gonna have to redo it. You probably heard a train coming through. It happens a couple times a day, and it was really loud. So hopefully I can merge these two together. But just finish up Wilco. Can't wait for their next record. Jeff Tweedy is an absolute treasure. The band in the last month that I'm probably most excited about is Big Thief. This is their last record, Dragon New Warm Mountain, I Believe in You. They have a single out right now called Vampire Empire, which is one of my favorite songs in years. Just a tremendous song. For anybody who's been in, and most of us have, right, in a relationship that's sort of hard to figure out, this song just nails it. Really great track. I listen to it a lot, sort of tied to one relationship, and now that I'm sort of over that, it doesn't have as much of an impact. Before the single came out, I would listen to the YouTube Colbert performance. So it does feel tied to one relationship, which I guess that's a good thing, that it doesn't hit me as hard anymore. I love this band. I have not seen them live. I may see them in LA with Bill Callahan next week. It's sold out at like some cemetery in Los Angeles. I'm trying to get a ticket. If I can find something that's reasonably affordable, I will probably go. I love this band, Big Thief. It took me a while to get into them, but once I did, man, big fan. Next, Waxahatchee, the absolutely brilliant St. Cloud, which came out, I think, 2 years ago now. Every song on this is great. I just can't. I watched so many of their YouTube videos. Katie Crutchfield, I think, is the main person in Waxahatchee. And I've never seen them live. I was thinking about going to Wilco's, the festival they curate in Mexico, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it in December. Sky Blue Sky, I think it's called. But Waxahatchee, I cannot wait for more material from Katie and her band. I talk endlessly about Joan Shelley, and everything she puts out I love. This was self-titled. It was produced by Jeff Tweedy from Wilco. This one came out on No Quarter, I don't know what year, maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I discovered her at Wilco's other festival in Western Massachusetts called Solid Sound. Blew me away. One of the best discoveries I've ever made, sort of a band that I didn't know. That's another video we could do. The best bands you've seen that you didn't know going in. I could tell you, Joan Shelley's one, Kevin Morby's another, Apollo Sunshine at South by Southwest in 2006. Didn't know them, walked into a room and they played, and oh my God, that would be a good thread. Maybe I just started a third thread. Joan Shelley, can't go wrong. I talk a lot about the record Over and Even. Incredible. I hope they keep making records. LCD Soundsystem, I saw them recently. They were great. They're always great. If you're talking about the best bands of the last 20 years, there's an argument for these guys. I think James Murphy is just brilliant. This is a great record. American Dream came out in 17, I think. 2017, it looks like. The print's very small. I think it's a 17. I love this band. One of the best live bands I've ever seen. Probably in the top 5. Valerie June. Huge fan. My friend Scott introduced me to her a few years ago. There's a PBS piece with Tao Nguyen, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Valerie June. I think it's called like Southern something. It's only like 10 minutes long, but it's in the PBS app. It's really great. I highly recommend checking that out. Again, with Valerie June and Tao Nguyen, from Tao and the Get Down, Stay Down, a band I love. And now she's actually touring solo. But I think she's going on tour with Valerie June, and that is a show that I want to see. Don't think there's a San Francisco date or a Bay Area date, but Valerie June has such a unique voice. She's just such a treasure. I just love her. There's a song on here called Astral Plane. I would recommend checking that one out. Just such a talent. I think she's from Memphis, I think. This one, my friend Alex introduced me to. I only know a little bit. It looks like Gyasi, but it says pronounced Gyasi. They have a song that he introduced me to, Burn It Down. And I haven't opened this yet. I'm still listening to it digitally. And this record is really good. I don't hear anything about them. I follow them on Instagram, but very T-Rex. They remind me of T-Rex. Mark Bolan. Check this record out. It's a lot of fun. And last, but certainly not least, is Courtney Barnett. What a treasure. Incredible artist. I think these are all the lyrics in here. This is her latest record, Things Take Time, Take Time. Loved this record. Got it for a friend of mine because I loved it so much. And I saw her at Solid Sound, I think. I remember I didn't know who she was at the time, and I think I was moving from stage to stage, and maybe only saw a little bit of it. But I can't wait to see her again. I've recently watched the documentary on her, which is great. Highly recommend it. She's very honest and just similar to a lot of people like Isbell and others. Like, just seems like a really, really great person. That's it. There were a couple that almost made it. YS Blood, if I'm pronouncing that right. I have just started to get into them, and I'm starting to really like them. Hooray for the Riff Raff. I love, but just missed the cut. The Linda Lindas. I saw them at Coachella. They're such a fun band. Just kids making great rock and roll punk music. It's a good time for music. There's a lot of stuff I like now, and it's been a lot of fun getting back into shows and seeing festivals. I'm so lucky that I get to do this, that I get to get out there and have the means, and it's sort of a part of my career. I'm just very, very lucky. So that's it. I would love to hear, maybe this will start another thread. Hope it does. Hopefully I can tie these two videos together. I don't think it's that hard. Something in iMovie or something. I'll figure it out. Hope you're all well, and I will be back soon. Take care.